Good evening. This is the video for the group leading proposal that we did per the class mandate. First, I'm going to talk about my introduction, the setup. I initially invited 8 members to be a part of this group. The group is a group concerning health and wellness issues, a health and wellness support group. I invited 8 members. Only 6 members showed up. There was no co-leader. The meeting was actually held on April 28th at 11 o'clock at Truth Gatherers Dream Center here in Florida. Initially, when I set up the meeting, I thought I would set the meeting up, or set the physical aspect of the meeting up in the way that I've seen in the videos, but I decided that was not intimate enough, so I decided to do a round table. In doing this, it allowed me to be able to focus on to operate in 2 places. I was able to lean in to really try to make eye contact with the member, but it helped me because I am hearing impaired to only focus on the upper half of their body, to really pay attention to the member and make them feel like that I was there to support them. I initially started by giving my background, introducing myself, giving my background. This was important because I am a survivor of a stroke, and I wanted the members to know that even though physically I look like I have it all together, that I'm the healthiest person in the world, I do have health issues that a lot of people don't know about. I wanted them to know that I come from a place where I can understand what some of them may be going through. I did set group norms in the meeting. The meeting or the group sessions, the group norms included confidentiality. I told the group members that everything that we discussed would be confidential, that they were not to share with other members. I also told the groups that we need to respect one another opinions. I also told the group members that this was voluntary. I wanted everybody to participate, but if they didn't feel comfortable participating, they did not have to. I also shared with the members that I didn't want anyone to cast stones, that this was a no judgment zone. We were just there to support one another, to talk about issues of health and wellness and the African American church, because this is an issue. We talk about sin all the time, but we never talk about the sin of gluttony, and I really feel like we need to have a space where we actually start addressing things head on when it comes to health and wellness in the African American church. Group dynamics. I started off the group by asking a question of what does it mean to be healthy? Surprisingly, a lot of the group members participated. There were long-winded responses. There were some short responses. There were some responses that required me to use cutoff techniques where I actually had to say things to members like, maybe give someone else another chance to express their feelings, or I had to say things to members to help them refocus or come back to the main topic of issues of health and wellness. I had to clarify. I had to ask clarifying questions to the members to make sure that everyone in the group understood what they were trying to say. I also had to use linking, in that when group members shared certain experiences, I tried to remember other things someone else probably said, to try to link them together, to try to create some kind of dyad or some kind of relationship, or break down walls so that the members could start to trust one another. My self-assessment. I could have done better. I could have done better. I should have been more prepared. I should have looked at other videos. I should have called individuals. I should have just asked more questions. I should have asked more thought-provoking questions instead of asking yes and no questions. I should have prepared. I could have done better. I needed to plan. I should have planned better. Planning was something that I didn't feel like I needed because I do have prior experience in being a group leader, but I failed to plan. My main challenge was, in the heat of the moment while doing the discussion, to ask thought-provoking questions when I felt like I had already ran out of questions. And then sitting there, I had to, rack my brain to think of other questions to make sure that the group was meaningful and that the members were actually getting something out of participating in the group discussion. In conclusion, I learned that I need to ask more thought-provoking questions. I need to not ask yes or no questions. I need to make sure that I prepare. And preparing is not just, writing things down. Preparing is actually planning it out in your mind, making phone calls, looking at videos, trying to find ways to facilitate the group in a better way, to get each one of the members to participate, to make sure that that the discussion flowed and that there were no stalling points during the discussion. I think next time, if I get another opportunity, I'll be able to do that. My concluding statement, that being a facilitator is important. It's not some fly-by-night thing that we should take for granted. As facilitators, we need to be prepared. And I think our main goal as facilitators, if we operate in the stance that we want everybody who comes into a group setting to leave in a better place mentally, it would allow us to be better group facilitators that will actually put the time and effort into what's needed to help the member leave better off than what they came.